All right, so if you're on the fence about investing in real estate, I hope in this one I could help give you an extra push, okay? And then just to go for it, because I think it's totally worth it. You gotta do it, change your whole life. It changed minds. Hey, what's up guys? So I'm gonna be talking about my top 5 reasons to invest in real estate. So this is my bread and butter. This is my favorite topic in the world, which is gonna buy me my freedom that I believe is gonna give me the best chance of that. So that's just my perspective. I really believe in that. And historically, you hear it all the time, the most millionaires are made up of real estate investors. So there's gotta be something going on there, right? All right, so I started investing almost 5 years ago, and I started with around 200K net worth already, which was good, but I was in my mid 30s. And then I boosted that thing way over $1 million. And that was really only after the 3rd year. All right, so the first reason is cash flow. So this is when you get all of the rent that you get on the property minus all of the expenses. That leftover money, that's your cash flow. That's the extra cash every single month that goes into your pocket that you could do whatever you want with, that you really don't have to do anything for. If you set it up properly, you're not hearing from anybody. Just every first of the month, the money you can get that you can count on. The next reason is appreciation. So these properties, hopefully if you bought in the right location, it should appreciate. So besides getting your cash flow, the property should increase in value every single year. And looking at the way we've been printing money and the worry about inflation, that appreciation is just gonna go up even faster if the whole world doesn't fall apart. I wouldn't think of anything short-term and counting on any kind of appreciation. I just know in 30 years from now, it's gonna be worth a lot more than it is today. And that's gonna be a nice cushion too. If anything ever happened, you know that you have all this extra equity that you can count on. And there's ways to even tap that equity without you selling your property that's tax-free. So I live in San Francisco, and that's just one of the places where the appreciation is pretty crazy. You can't count on as much cash flow. It's still a good amount, but you really make your money in appreciation, because over 30 years from now, it's gonna be a ridiculous amount of money. All right, the next reason to invest in real estate is because of all of the tax benefits. I actually think this is what sets it apart from everything else. The government really incentivizes people to invest in real estate. They give them the best tax benefits. They want them to provide housing. All that cash flow I was talking about, most of the time, you don't have to pay any taxes on, because there's things that will offset all of that income, like depreciation, all of your mortgage interest, property taxes, all your expenses, improvements, all of those things are write-offs. So a lot of times you're not paying for any of that. And then when you try to go to sell a property, there's all of these benefits like 1031 exchanges where you can just roll your gains right into another property and defer any taxes that you have to pay. And the way that I was talking about tapping into the equity without paying taxes is you could do a cash out refinance. So if your equity's gone up, you can go to the bank, refinance, and then pull out a chunk of money, and that chunk of money is tax-free. You can do whatever you want with that. And hopefully you're only taking that out to invest in more properties. And the next reason is the longevity. So with all of the investments out there, I think that real estate is the one that has the best potential to last forever. So I think that people are always gonna need a place to live. If you're in a good location where people, there's high demand all the time, and there's not just dependent on one, industry. So the odds are it's gonna last until you're long gone. So if it's around your entire lifetime, you got the benefits of it, that's already worth it. And if you have a really high chance of passing it on to the next generation, that's amazing. But if you had like a business, I don't think those things last forever, right? If you had a business that had a strong 10, 15 years, that's one of the lucky few to be around. All right, the next reason is because it's passive income. I mentioned that a little bit, but it's basically one way for you to buy your freedom. So one way that you can get the extra income, but also not have to work a 9 to 5. You didn't buy yourself another job. So most likely this is something that you can set up to run passively. Even if you're managing yourself, most of the time, I don't have to do any work on my properties. And when I get to a certain point, then I'll have property managers. Even though, yes, it's not 100% passive, nothing is, and I don't care. I'm willing to put into work. I'm not trying to find something I don't have to do any bit of work ever. That shouldn't be the right mindset. You should be finding stuff that, yes, I don't have to do stuff on the daily, but yeah, I still have to put in some work, and And that little bit of work, it should be nothing. You shouldn't look at it even as work. It's like, man, I only have to put in 1 hour per month. That's like, should be easy. Once you have enough passive income to cover your expenses, to cover your 9 to 5, then you're set. That is the dream, when you're not counting on your 9 to 5. If you had to take time off to do other things, or you wanted to switch gears and work on interests or passions, hobbies, and you could totally do that because you have something that could pay for itself and then cover all your expenses, then why do you have to go to your job anymore? You could find something else that still pays you, still work and do things. All right, so after hearing these reasons when I was starting out, it really helped to push me over the top, right? And get past all of my concerns and all of the things that I was worried about, to just think of solutions for them. So it's really helped me to change my whole outlook on life, right? It feels like a really bright future. Anything's possible, even if I stop today. And I just started, okay? I'm not even thinking about stopping anytime soon. I'm still thinking about growing, but even if I did stop, things have changed forever. And it really has these side benefits of, it's just the whole mentality of the whole family, the whole stress level. It changes everything. So there are some really good benefits of doing this stuff. All right, so if you're on the fence about investing in real estate, I hope in this one I could help give you an extra push, okay? And then just to go for it, because I think it's totally worth it. You gotta do it, change your whole life. It changed mine. And I had really good friends that helped drive these ideas into my head, and I went out and did my homework, did all my research, and I just went for it. I just had to work out all the ways to get the funding, get the down payment to get it to work, talk to all the lenders, figured it out. And if you're worried about, hey, is right now a good time to do it? For me, the way I got over it was, if you're just gonna start with your first one and you're gonna house hack like a duplex, live in one, rent out the other, then it's always a good time. As long as it cash flows, as long as it makes money, you have another unit that will pay for the mortgage or cover most of the expenses. You got people out there buying homes for like 1.6 million and just living in it themselves. And they're just paying their $6,000, $7,000 a month just to pay for that. But if you bought a place and you had another unit that people are paying for the whole mortgage, then what is your risk? Then heck yeah, right now is the time to do it. All right, let me know your thoughts on this. What do you think about real estate investing and all of these reasons? Let me know. And thanks for watching, and good luck out there.